Hi, STEM families and students. Miss Ledger here. I'm your new principal for the school year. I got to meet so many new faces last night, and I'm super excited to get to know all of our families and students this year. I wanted to read a very important book that I felt was super important for you the night before school starts, because I know some of you are probably nervous about starting school, and I have one of my favorite books here called Wimberly Worry by Kevin Hinks. So Miss Ledger's going to read it to you, and I hope that you get a great night's sleep, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Wimberly worried about everything. Big things, little things, and things in between. Wimberly worried in the morning, she worried at night, and she worried throughout the day. "You worry too much," said her mother. "When you worry, I worry," said her father. "Worry, worry, worry," said her grandmother. "Too much worry." At home, Wimberly worried about the tree in the front yard, and the crack in the living room wall, and the noise the radiators made. At the playground, Wimberly worried about the chains on the swings, and the bolts on the slide, and the bars on the jungle gym. And always, she worried about her doll, Petal. "Don't worry," said her mother. "Don't worry," said her father. But Wimberly worried. She worried and worried and worried. When Wimberly was especially worried, she rubbed Petal's ears. Wimberly worried that if she didn't stop worrying, Petal would have no ears left at all. On her birthday, Wimberly worried about no one would come to her party. "See," said her mother, "there was nothing to worry about." But then Wimberly worried that there wouldn't be enough cake. On Halloween, Wimberly worried that there would be too many butterflies in the neighborhood parade. "See," said her father, "there was nothing to worry about." But then Wimberly worried because she was the only one. "You worry too much," said her mother. "When you worry, I worry," said her father. "Worry, worry, worry," said her grandmother. "Too much worry." Soon Wimberly had a new worry: school. How many of you are worried about that? Wimberly worried about the start of school more than anything she'd ever worried about before. By the time the first day arrived, Wimberly had a long list of worries. What if no one has spots? What if no one else wears stripes? What if no one else brings a doll? What if teacher is mean? What if the room smells bad? What if they make fun of my name? What if I can't find the bathroom? What if I hate the snack? And what if I have to cry? "Don't worry," said her mother. "Don't worry," said her father. But Wimberly worried. She worried and worried and worried. She worried all the way there. I wonder what's going to happen. When Wimberly's parents talked to the teacher, Miss Peachum, Wimberly looked around the room. Then Miss Peachum said, "Wimberly, there's someone I think you should meet." Her name was Jewel. She was standing by herself. She was wearing stripes. She was holding a doll. At first, Wimberly and Jewel just peeked at each other. "This is Petal," said Wimberly. "This is Niblet," said Jewel. Petal waved. Niblet waved back. "Hi," said Petal. "Hi," said Niblet. "I rub her ears," said Wimberly. "I rub her nose," said Jewel. Throughout the morning, Wimberly and Jewel sat side by side and played together whenever they could. Petal and Niblet sat side by side too. Wimberly worried, but no more than usual, and sometimes even less. Before Wimberly knew it, it was time to go home. "Come back tomorrow," said Miss Peachum as the students walked out the door. Wimberly turned and smiled and waved. "I will," she said. "Don't worry." You have absolutely nothing to worry about. We're going to have a great year together. Miss Ledger is here to support you, and so is Miss Stapleton and Miss Petty, and we are so excited to see your face bright and early in the morning. See you tomorrow.